Alright, Mr. CK, let's take a look at your swing here. I got both swings, your before swing on the right and your after swing on the left, and then your after swing on the right. Before and after. I have both swings synced up so we can check it out. So let's first go through it, and then we'll talk about some cleaning up that we can do from here on out. So we'll go in slow, frame by frame. Okay, so what we're looking for is we're looking for that forward momentum, looking for those hips to travel forward. It says, as you can see in your after, just watching your hips. Now it's cool that we get black in your before and white shorts in your after, because we can really see it. See the point of forward momentum. You can see on the right, you've already started going forward. See that? You start going forward sooner than the before picture. That before one, you'll see actually you get that, we had that flamingo leg here, which we still kind of do. Let's see, we still kind of, it's hard with the narrow stance to not have the flamingo leg, but we definitely get a little bit better forward momentum on your after swing. Let me erase that line. But letting those hips come forward, just like we practiced. You can see that big time. Gaining ground. Okay, opening the front foot up. Okay, not too bad. Look at the back foot, the difference in the back foot. And we don't have those markers set up in the first video. Probably should have done that, but so we can't really tell how far we're moving forward. But I know that back foot on the before video is not moving at all. It's just anchored into the ground. So we're actually gaining ground with that back foot, taking our foot off the brake, we talk about, and that back knee is traveling forward pretty good. We should have that back knee in front of the belly button. That's how far it should travel, and I think you're good there. Look how far forward it is. See there, that's perfect. Beautiful. This one, obviously, our back foot anchors us to the ground because we never take our foot off the brake. So then that knee, it being attached to the ankle, doesn't get allowed to move forward. So this knee is actually in line, not behind the belly button at contact. So much better with our forward momentum. Now a couple things I want you to clean up. Just like what we talked about on Sunday, in this video, your back foot looks good. We're not gaining too much ground. As you can see, we're right just in front of, we're just in front of that back marker. So keep up with the markers. Hey, the one thing I want to do is I want to make sure that we get shorter at this turning position. Now we're actually one frame behind. Let's see, let's grab this one and move it back. There we go. Okay, so at contact, when I measure the angle of your spine in your before, now I'm going through your head, so we're looking at 72 degrees, and then if we measure the angle in your after, from your toe to your ankle to your head, and we're looking at, looks like 72 degrees. So your angle back hasn't changed much. I want to see if we can get you into the 65 degree range, and we'll be sitting pretty. So it's going to look more like where this foot and head needs to be, about like this. Like I said, you got to feel like you're getting shorter. You really got to sit on that back leg at the end of your swing, and you can do that lean drill I was telling you about. Just get some exercise bands and have brother or some or buddy hold the handles out in front of you and wrap the other part around under your armpits as you practice your swing, and that'll help you get back to that back area. But that's the reason why we're not as consistent with getting the ball in the air. Now this swing and your after, the first two, you got some pretty good elevation, but it wasn't consistent. We started rolling over balls and rolling over. This one wasn't too bad, but you can see, watch those hands. We're very handsy. We're very knob to ball, which is okay at this point because we haven't really gone over the upper half and what it's supposed to do. But you just got to relax that upper half and just try and swing from your footwork instead of your hands, because you're very handsy. That front arm bars out, which slows the barrel down, and that's something that we can work on later. The Rebels rack will help with that. If you guys are still want to get the Rebels rack and the Drive Developer combo, or just the Rebels rack, or have Uncle Rick make the Rebels rack himself. That will help with this, with that arm barring. But that's slowing your barrel down to contact. But a little handsy, and so what's happening is we're right at this point we're rolling right over. See that top hand flick over there in both swings as that happens. So that's why we're hitting the ball on the ground quite a bit. And if I fast forwarded, if we had time today, if we fast forward to the other swings we were hitting the ball on the ground, you're worse than this. So it's that top hand rolling over too soon, using too much of the hands. Now the other thing I want you to clean up, besides sitting, getting shorter, sitting on that back leg a little bit more, getting a little shorter. Don't worry so much about your arm at this point. Like I said, the Rebels rack will help with that, but I want you to clean up your footwork first. The other thing I want you to do, especially in your drill, is to land softer on that front leg. See, almost in both frames, both swings, before and after, your front leg looks the same. It doesn't get much bend to it. See, even right here in this one, it's the same bend. It straightens nicely, but we don't get enough leverage on that front leg. We don't get enough bend in it. Remember, I want you 55 to 60% of your body weight on that front leg when we come forward. Remember, we're trying to snap the towel here, so we have to go forward first, and then we snap the towel and pull back. That's what's going to get this. That's going to unweight this barrel, make it seem like it's not very heavy. This bat's not very heavy. So we have to get more bend in this front leg. So right here, I'd like to see a little bit more weight here and get knee here. I'd like to see a little bit more bend there in the front leg, and then from there we can really lock that thing out and leverage that front side to get the power going, get your power going through. So clean up that back side just by when you do your turn. I want you to get smaller, get shorter, and I want you to, when you get out onto that front foot, you push the gas pedal, right? You just pick that foot up and let it drop, just naturally. Just pick it up and let it drop. Wherever it drops, it drops. Don't try and drop it sooner. Just let it drop on its own. But when it drops, I want that knee nice and bent. Okay, that's going to help you with breaking balls and change-ups and stuff. One other quick fix that I want, you can see your barrel. This is the last thing that we'll talk about. Your barrel in this position, in both frames, it's almost down behind you, behind your back. I want to see it up. I want to see it up behind your ear more. So I want to see that barrel going up this way, okay, as opposed to behind you. That'll put you in a better position to get that bat in a more powerful spot when you're using your footwork there. But other than that, man, it's looking a lot better. Keep working on it. Work on these changes. And if you got any questions, you know where to find me, man. Don't hesitate. All right, brother.